Talk about SPY and everything. Let's go ahead and get to our lovely FaceTime camera. There we go. We're gonna get to our lovely camera. We're gonna talk about it, folks. All right, so SPY. What do we see here, folks? For one, let's see if we are even in a technical bear market. Even when it dropped, no. Think about it, folks. Even that drop that y'all complained about, you see that? You guys complained about a 10% drop. That's a negative 10% drop from the most recent highs. So by definition, we are not technically in a bear market. If we look up bear market definition, it says a bear market is often, it says a fundamentally driven market decline of 20% or more. See that? Bear market by definition. So it's so funny that so many people were asking me about, whether the market has dropped and the world about to end. And it's just crazy what the news will say. And this thing was a 10% drop from the most recent highs. That's the lowest it went. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what the things that you see on the news, and then in order for it to be a 20% drop from the most recent highs, I'll tell you where bear market will be. Let's keep going. Let's get this thing to 20%. So technically, if we keep going down, about right here. All right. So this thing won't decline. Let me make sure it's right there. I want to make sure we're right here just to show you guys how gullible some of you even were. All right, 20%. We're at a 20% decline from the most recent highs, and that would be about right here in the 450s. In the 450s. Right now, we are at 532. So no, the world is not about to end. And by definition, I just showed you guys right here, the bear market is here. A bear market is a fundamentally market decline of 20%. All right. And it's from the most recent high. Okay. Let's see if we get a downward financial trend. But yeah, it's supposed to say most recent high. But yes, most recent high. So no decline from the most recent high. We got that covered. So SPY, now that you guys know that, we got a long way to go, for one, before this thing is a 20% decline. That's number one. It's a correction. Okay. So yes, this is a correction. Now, what is a correction? A correction is when basically you got to think, folks, in order for a stock to go up, right? It's like you're running, correct? So how I'm just going to give you guys a game. Stocks must pull back. Can you run forever without any pullback, right? So, it's like running. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So in order for a great bull market or even a great bear market, it has to be an incline, decline. Like, can you run on one breath without inhaling or exhaling forever? No. So, we got to incline, decline, incline, decline, incline, decline. You see that? That's a healthy trend. All this is right here is a healthy trend. Incline, decline, right? So it's a healthy bull trend. So remember what I told you guys. The trend is your friend. Never bet that the market is going to fall, forever. So right now we have a recovery. Now we're right at this green line, this 8 EMA, which could make the market drop. But I told people last Stock Sundays that I did believe we would recover, and I was right. And the reason why I believe we would recover, and all we did was go right back to where we were. The market dropped and then recovered the full gap. It gapped down, recovered the full gap. So let me do this way. Let me turn that back. You guys can see that. I can't. Oops. It's going to turn back on. Don't worry. All right, there we go. So let me turn that back on. Secondary display. All right, we good. So all we did was recover the full gap. Whoa, I think my thing has a shortage in it. Cool, we should be good. We should be good. Cool. Let's go to my watch list though. QQQ, not really on my watch list. I'm watching for Tesla to keep, to break this 200 in May. If we do have a bullish continuation, I'm watching for Tesla to break this. What did I say about 204? I like Tesla above 204 to keep, but it still has that 8 EMA. Let me see if I did like AMD down there. I wanted AMD to keep going. Wow. Everything is just going out on me. Give me 2 seconds, folks. Let me unplug and replug this thing back up. Let's see if that works. Okay, that should work. Right now, you see my Thinkorswim account. I'm gonna see if this will pull back up real quick. Oh, allow. Okay. Come on, folks. If not, then we'll have to do it on this screen, but that'll be no fun. Yeah, they getting me good, huh? Give me 2 seconds. Let's see if that'll pull up. All right. It should work now. All right, we back in business. We back like cook crack, folks. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience. Mike, I'm just going to go down the list and see what I like. Right now, I would say, if I'm being honest with you guys, I would say play defense, because we don't know if this is, because think about it. Microsoft is at the 8 EMA. Everything is so close to the 8 EMA, as you can see, and this could be a healthy downtrend, correct? So I would say play it kind of cautiously here until, I told people if you're going to take a position, cool. Apple was a great position here. Apple was real nice right here. We took some and we hit some wins. I'll show you the wins we hit. We hit PDD that I called in the chat. I went 6 for 8. I called PDD off this trend line. We definitely hit this right here too. Crowder off this trend line right here. CrowdStrike, CRD. So that was the swings that I got in. I'll show you guys real quick. If I can go to my Discord, I'll show you guys real quick. The swings that I got in. So I hit the CHK, pins, PDD, OLD, CRD, these in that nature. So I went 6 for 8, only loss on pins. I could have had a perfect week, but let's check out some of the swings I got into. Hess was one of them, a little quick. I'll show you guys real quick. And if you don't want to miss the swings that I get in, comment the word trial or link in the description. So Hess, the reason I got in this, I bought the dip on this, and it still kind of looks good. As you can see, we have a trend, support here, a nice level of support going across. And I told people I like this support buy. So I'm a dip buyer. That's my favorite strategy. As you can see, I did that on Hess. As you can see, I did that on this right here. And this one was good. What is this? CrowdStrike. Yeah, I like to buy the dip. So all I did was just buy the dip. And as you can see, when I draw these boxes, those are levels. So I'm going to teach you what I do. As you can see, I got 2 boxes here, right? What I'll do is I'll draw a box right here and I'll draw a box right here. Now, what do these 2 boxes mean? Box 1 is entry 1. Box 2 is entry 2. So what I like to do is I like to average in, scale in. And I do teach my students this. I say, hey, never go full size, always scale in, correct? So I'll literally draw 2 boxes. I'll have box 1, box 2. So let's just say my full size is $1,000, correct? I'll put in 500 here and I'll add my last 500 here. So a lot of people believe you got to go full size the moment you get into a trade, and that's not true. So if my full size is 10,000, you can either do it in halves or thirds. I like to do mine in halves because I'm more of an experienced trader. But if you're not an experienced trader, then you have to go in thirds. And then Lulu, of course, I'm holding. You know, that didn't hit yet. So just because something isn't, that's another thing people don't understand too. If I have a Lulu I bought the dip on, it's recovering a little bit, but it has to keep going. You know, we're going to see about Lulu. And it's still oversold on the weekly chart. So yes, I'm in Lulu. If it keeps going and cool, it's a profitable company. We're going to see. But yes, it just didn't hit yet. But, hey, hopefully this idiot goes back. But if not, we cool. I have risk management. You do have to prepare for losses as well. That's another thing people don't talk about too. A lot of people believe just because you're in a swing, you believe it's going to win. That is true, but you have to use risk management and you have to scale in. So even when I got in Crowder, which I signaled in the chat, and you can see here where I signaled it, and I even told them the adding point. So look, if we go to high risk, you'll see me talking about Crowder. I'll say easy money on Crowder. I made 3K off this, 30%. Then it ended up going 40%. And then PDD as well. You see that? 30%. But we end up closing it at 40. So look, Crowder and PDD. See what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not telling them. I tell them exactly what I'm getting into. I said PDD 130 calls at $600.97, well, $697 per contract.